We're here with Daniel DeMonte, here to ask him a couple questions.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi. Okay, first off, do you know what the other America is?
No.
No, you don't. Do you know what urban renewal is?
No.
Do you know what groups were affected?
No.
But we know, you know what it is.
Thank you.
Okay, so introduce yourself.
Alright, I'm Tony Wayne and I'm a junior. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you know about the other America?
What? The other America?
Yeah. So you don't know anything about it?
No.
Okay. So do you think that the government should help poor people?
Of course.
Okay, yeah. And then what do you think about urban renewal? You don't know what that is?
No.
Okay, thank you. So I think that's it.
Okay, so what do you know about The Other America, Aiden? The Other America is a book by Michael Harrington. Harrington was a socialist who wrote about poverty in America that persisted despite the economic progress that the rest of America experienced after World War II. So what types of groups do you know were affected by this poverty? The groups affected were African Americans, Hispanics, and Native Americans. For example, Native Americans were disadvantaged by government policies which harmed their reservations' economies. This resulted in many Native Americans having to move to cities where conditions were even worse in many cases. So what were some solutions to the widespread poverty among these groups? Well, urban renewal was a policy that focused on tearing down dilapidated buildings in poor areas and slums and building public housing in those buildings' places. However, the public housing was ineffective due to poor design and construction, so most of these public housing projects devolved into slums. Lastly, what do you know about the growth of inner-city neighborhoods? Well, as white families moved to suburbs in the decades after World War II, the inner cities became ghettos for the poor who were often minorities. Falling farm prices led many African Americans who were former sharecroppers to move to cities for industrial jobs. Major American cities such as Chicago, Detroit, and New York City all developed major inner cities.
So, good, how are you?
Today we're going to talk about the other America.
Nice.
So, what do you know about the other America?
Well, I think it was, a lot about like the poverty and struggles of those who didn't experience prosperity after World War II.
Okay, that's a pretty accurate definition. What do you know about the book, The Other America?
Well, it was written by, I think, Michael Harrington. And, he really sort of displays the hardships of many Americans after World War II.
Yeah, so would you agree that the government did not do a good job addressing the socioeconomic and economic failures of these people and the minorities of society?
Yeah, I think the urban renewal projects were pretty ineffective and just sort of destroyed a bunch of vibrant inner city neighborhoods.
Yeah, I think that's good. Ben McGraw, do you know what the other America is?
So I think it was a book written after World War II that described like poverty in America and the great wealth gap.
That's correct, by Michael Harrington.
Okay.
Do you know what urban renewal is?
So I think it was a solution to help the people like that were really affected by poverty. Is that right?
That's correct too, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, well thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Cities that had urban renewal saw a greater increase in property values, income, and population from cities that did not practice urban renewal. However, the low-income residents of slums that were torn down suffered. This is a shanty town in Seattle established in the 1930s and represents the type of areas targeted by urban renewal. Urban renewal relied on the 1949 Housing Act, which provided federal money to revitalize cities by clearing slums. An example would be Chicago's Cabrini Green housing project, as seen in the photo shown.